That's a little loud. Drop that down just a tad. Okay. Here we go. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Give me 1 sec. There we go. Now I can hear. My headphones were like just the slightest bit unplugged, and I can only hear out of one ear. I can still sort of only hear out of one ear. Hello, Nathan. Welcome on in. Congrats on grabbing first. Hope you're doing well, dude. We are here getting ready for the Minecraft Live. It's still got a little bit of ways to go before it's online, but I wanted to go ahead and get us started here if we could. Oh, man. You guys ready? I don't know what's going to be in this one. I've got some ideas. I have a few. But the ideas I have don't make a ton of sense. That's the big problem I'm running into. It feels like there's a lot of possibilities, but none of them feel big enough to be a full drop. But also, I'm looking at it from a technical aspect. With the amount of stuff they're doing in the back end, they may just do a second small drop. It seems stupid to do, especially for the summer. But if they do actually put in the work and do a Vibrant Visuals update, they put in the Vulkan updates, that's actually a huge back-end change, and I could foresee them not wanting to add new features. I get it. I definitely get it. Exciting times. I have no idea what's in it either. Trailer just showcased the new baby mobs. Yeah. I actually have the teasers that they've had posted up on all the social medias, and we'll kind of review those here in a second. I just want to wait for the ads to stop so that you guys can all be here for that first. Welcome on in, Cozy. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I need to quickly turn off the you know what, it's fine. Actually, wait, no, I think I can disable that one thing. There we go. Cozy, thanks for submitting your taxes. Coral, thank you for submitting your taxes as well. Hello, hello. Chicken, lava. What does it say? If I watch, I get rewarded. Twitch is doing some drops, so if you watch the stream, I think if there's one, if you gift a sub, there's a couple of things like that where they will reward you with creator cosmetics, which most people don't use, especially if you're a Java player. They don't exist on Java. That doesn't do you a ton of good, but it does exist for those of you who want them. Cozy, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. I think I said that earlier, but I just now saw it again, so I felt the need to say it. Alright, while ads are in progress, let me go ahead and make sure we're in the right spot. There it is. Alright. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday somewhere, right, guys? It's not how that works, but we can pretend. So, just to show you guys a little bit of proof about why this works and why there are actual teasers, we'll go through some of the older stuff here. So, for example, the Chase the Skies drop. This was very vague. There was no way you were going to get it if you were, unless you just knew what the feature was. But, for example, here's water, there's a sponge, this top secret thing.
There's a new block!
That's really loud, thank you. But there's a new block in the hole. It involves water. And, you know, there wasn't a ton of details there that we knew what it was. We kind of had an idea that it was, apologize. Hi, how's it going? Graphics drivers are being a pain in my butt. I know that much. Unfortunately, I have not found a way to fix them. And so occasionally it just does that. Everything, one by one, just shuts off because it froze. Like, it hard sticks. Unfortunately, that does count as a new stream, so you guys get to double tax in it. That's pretty cool, right? Double tax day, yeah. Rift, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Alright, I don't know what that's gonna do about ads, guys. I apologize if it plays them again. I can't control that. Alright, let's try to get through the teasers here. So, here, for example, the Copper Age, we saw in here 29, which is the atomic number of copper. We've got Shopcats. Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Metal detector. There was something in here, I believe. Yeah. Are we mining tonight? Same spot as yesterday. Works for me. See you in the mines. Again, copper related. Nikita, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Plenty of copper things to see there. So, teasers tend to have at least some semblance of something to do with the update. Now, here we have, for this current update that they're going to talk about today, we've got Magma Cube and Slime. That's all we've really got to go off of here. There's not like a ton that you could go with and say, well, maybe there's this, maybe there's that. Like, you could say there's probably a new slime. I think it would probably be safe to say that. Oh.
Hi everyone, my name
We
is
don't
Hannah
have
Rose.
to yap
Welcome to
about
the
this
Minecraft
anymore.
Live Community Pre-Show.
Olá a todos, meu nome é Peck, and for the next 15 minutes we are here to celebrate you,
I do
a
need
comunidade.
subtitles,
We're here in the
yes.
home of Minecraft at Mojang Studio Stockholm, and we're so excited to see what the developers are going to share during
There you go.
Minecraft Live.
Yeah, I'm really
They've got
stoked
some
hear
stuff
more
to do
about the
with,
new game drop. But
plank,
before we get into the main
block,
show, let's take a
wool
look at some
block,
of the most awesome
blue
tools that have been
ice.
created
We've heard
and
slime sounds. There's not a whole lot to go off of, though.
Hola,
There really isn't.
La gente me conoce por
Let me know if
crear
it's too
proyectos
loud or
enormes en
too quiet,
Minecraft.
guys.
Muchos
I
han
will
aprendido
adjust it
Minecraft
as
técnico
needed.
gracias a los conocimientos
But
que
otherwise,
comparto en
we'll
mi
just
canal.
sit
Enfoco
back
mi
and enjoy
partida
the
survival
show.
en crear construcciones emocionantes capaces de inspirar. Hoy quiero enseñarte mi mundo para que veas lo que puedes lograr con esfuerzo y tenacidad. En 2014 construí esta enorme factoría de hierro. Luego generé en crystals en el vacío, algo nunca antes hecho. En 2019 erigí esta impresionante construcción. Poco
These guys
después
are
materialicé
insane.
esta criatura. No es un monstruo, sino una granja de oro que marcó récords. Lo importante es que sepas que tú también puedes crear cosas increíbles como estas. Y no tienes por qué hacerlo solo. Jugar con amigos es genial. Por eso he participado
Thank you
en
for spending your
servidores como
taxes, Nikita.
Zcrowd o Minecraft.
Appreciate ya.
Incluso creé los míos propios para unir a la comunidad.
I
Hablo de
apologize for the
Permadeath o
ads. I know they
Intercraft.
suck.
Al jugar en servidores no sabes con quién te encontrarás. Tal vez un nuevo amigo o alguien especial. O un dev de Mojang, como en la última serie de mi canal. Todo lo que creo es para la comunidad. En el pasado he publicado mapas como Sunset Dreams o Final Paradox. Ahora desarrollo Calamari Desert, un videojuego hecho en Minecraft.
This
algo
guy
excepcional.
does a little bit
En
of
él hay
everything,
sistemas
it
únicos
looks
como
like.
el Holopuente, con el que explorarás entornos inhóspitos. También descubrirás lugares secretos que atesoran recompensas sorprendentes y lucharás contra enemigos fascinantes. Nunca antes un juego nos había permitido expresar nuestra creatividad con tanta libertad. Es increíble lo que se puede hacer con Minecraft. Lo
the
mejor de
heck?
todo, que estas creaciones son contribuciones desinteresadas para la comunidad. Todos las podemos disfrutar. Calamari Desert os encantará, pero mientras lo terminamos, ¿te animas a crear algo para los demás?
That is insane stuff. Hello, Water Ghost. Welcome on in.
I
Hope you're
started
doing well.
playing Minecraft fairly recently as an adult to fill some of the
Matic
huge
herbalist.
chunks of time that my disability forces me to rest in. And I've quickly learned that I love building in survival as if I have access to a creative inventory. This magical icy castle is inspired by the fairy tales of my home in Alaska, was carved into a mountain by hand, and runs through the cave systems all the way to the ancient city below. The challenge of collecting huge amounts of difficult to get materials feels so rewarding, and learning technical Minecraft has given me a way to connect to my love of science and engineering.
Technical
when I can't
Minecraft is something I
participate
need
in
to
them in
touch
the
a lot
real
more
world.
often, I think.
For me, Minecraft has opened worlds of creativity and connection that I otherwise wouldn't have access to.
どうもたまです。今日も一日お疲れ様です。私は日本のクリエイターでたまちゃんというチャンネルでマインクラフト実況動画を投稿しています。最初はサバイバルモードでマインクラフトの知識を
I do like this about Minecraft Live. It does really remind you that people all over the world are playing, and I like that they show off all the different play styles. Even the play styles I don't necessarily enjoy myself. I like to see just how other people are playing, because it reminds you that, you know, not every update is for you. And I think that's one of the really, really cool parts about Minecraft. Hello, Kid Accords, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Need to finish that self-reloading concrete powder dropper you tried a while back. Oh my goodness. That was fun. We do need to finish that.
一つ目はマインクラフトの中で集めた食材を使って現実で料理をするという動画です。そして2つ目はマインクラフトでクラフトしたアイテムを使って現実の自分をコーディネートするという動画でございます。マインクラフトと現実を掛け合わせた動画は実際視聴者様にも好評いただいています。これからも私だからこそ作れるマインクラフト動画を投稿していきますので、ぜひチャンネルに遊びに来てください。
They'll try to text me now. Dad says I got mail.
Welcome to the city of Adentia.
Luna Cupcake.
Wilderness SMP.
I know who that is.
Of solar punk meets art.
I know of some people on the Wilderness SMP. You've got
flora and fauna.
Name Corrupted.
Each building has a unique story captured within the
I used to watch them
like
all the time.
Characters from my lore.
Back when SMP Season 3 was still going.
Inside the buildings,
Luna
making them a
Cupcake
part
too.
of the city, not just an accessory to create it. Not forgetting copper golems bring that little extra cuteness factor in bringing the city alive. My base is still a work in progress, but I can't wait to see where the adventure takes me next.
EdgeCase here, and I'm on a 5-year mission to paint everything in Minecraft and turn it into
this
texture
is cool.
pack. I'm 6 months in, 10% of the way done, and I paint a brand new texture by hand every single day to hit my goal. So, what are the highlights of what I've painted so far? I'm glad you asked. Obviously, I love the bright colors of the pitcher plant. I thought maybe by painting the minecart rail, it would make minecarts faster. I don't think it changed the speed, but it does look pretty cool. Number 3 on my list is the pumpkin. I had so much fun painting this one,
I don't
and
know if you guys have seen
painted the
this,
jack-o'-lantern faces so I could overlay them on top of the pumpkin. Next up is one of the only mobs I've painted so far.
One of the
course, it
coolest
had to be the
things
chicken.
ever.
I fell in love with this one after I saw how derpy the eyes were after I painted it. And my number 1 favorite item I've painted so far is, of course, the diamond. Like I said, these are just the highlights of over 200 textures I've hand painted so far. And all of this is part of the Painted Pixels pack.
So cool.
Painted
I love
Pixels.
Minecraft, and that's kind of what I do too.
Got mad respect for people who have the patience for
I also
that.
love seeing people's amazing Minecraft adventures.
Earlier this year, a journey that began all the way in Minecraft beta came to a conclusion that's pretty far out there.
Hey Minecrafters, my name is Kurt J. Mac, and my personal top
This guy's
favorite
cool.
Minecraft moment from the past year has got to be when I finally reached the Farlands after 14 and a half years of walking. Oh! My goodness, thank you everybody. Way back in 2011, I loaded up a brand new world in Minecraft beta. I gathered some supplies, picked a direction, and started walking towards the edge of the map. True, it took a long time, but we were making sure to enjoy the journey, exploring the many landscapes and investigating the weird glitches that happen when you're that far from spawn, like floating point terrain jitter and mysterious recurring spawn chunks. And we can't forget about Wolfie, our faithful wolf companion. He may have been very clumsy and slowed us down, but I can confidently say
Minecraft
that he's the
bugs are
first
so wacky
Minecraft
back in the
wolf to
day.
have traveled 14 years to reach
Who
the
plays
far lands.
Minecraft wearing a suit
Somebody
and
get that
tie?
dog
I
a
would have
world
thought you
record.
would. I mean,
Not
you're
only did the
British.
Minecraft
Like,
and
that
Farlander
seems very
communities
British
follow
to
every
me.
step of the journey on my YouTube and Twitch channels. They also raised over $530,000 for various charities throughout the years. It's an amazing achievement that goes above and beyond everything else in this experience.
I don't know, a suit
I
and
hope
tie, that's
everyone's
fair. Me
excited about
neither.
what new updates and additions Minecraft has coming to the game. And maybe next time you're playing, you'll be inspired to look out, pick a direction,
I
and
do
go on
own
an
a tie,
adventure.
but
Maybe I'll see you out there.
no suit.
Have fun.
Creating stories in Minecraft always leads to some fun times.
Or spooky ones. I remember when I first started playing back in 2011, I really got into
Hero
Herobrine
Brian
lore.
mentioned.
I love the idea that even when you're playing solo,
Alright.
you're not actually
Here
alone.
we go.
Yeah, sometimes things can get really spooky.
What are we getting here?
Hello, my name is Weefies, and I solve mysteries on the internet. If you know where to look in some of the strangest corners of YouTube, you can find some truly weird videos. Some are videos of Minecraft from when it was just a few years old, and others are as new as 3 weeks ago. But one thing that they all have in common is that they're odd. They're full of structures and creatures that shouldn't be possible in normal Minecraft at all. And for the past few years, I've been researching these mysterious channels and trying to tell the story that their creators wanted to be told. That involves watching these videos for hours, taking notes about all the strange anomalies I can see, and then trying to connect all these weird and sometimes creepy parts together into one coherent story for the viewers to enjoy. Sometimes I make my own stories, and sometimes I look to the community for theirs. But if
They
I
are
had to
pretty
say one
entertaining
thing,
videos, I
it
can
would be
agree.
that
A house doesn't just appear out of nowhere.
But we wouldn't build a house for no one to live in.
So you're saying it just popped into existence?
What I'm saying is that no one has ever lived in that house, and it doesn't make sense that we built it for no reason.
And it's not possible you're just forgetting who lived there.
Do you remember anyone?
Well, no.
Exactly.
I'm gonna find out what's going on.
Anyway, I think easily one of my favorite things about solving these mysteries is the fun
I remember
of
the
just
moon
solving
video.
puzzles and working with my community to
I watched
unravel
that
these
one.
insane worlds that shouldn't even
That was a
exist.
long
In fact,
one.
in this very segment, in everything you've seen so far, there are clues hidden for you, the viewer, to find. So if you're curious and you want to figure out what's really happening, then the answer is
Eating
out
lunch
there.
Hollywood Studios. Hello,
waiting for you.
Swiftu. How's it
So
going?
grab your spyglass.
Welcome on
Here,
in.
It's all yours. Thank you. And get to looking.
I think this
Good
might be the first person that has watched me at Disney World, so congrats, Swiftu. You're at least the first person I know of.
And remember, don't turn left.
Now I admit I'm really biased about our next community highlight. I had an amazing time playing in the very first mid-offs, even though I was actually pretty mid at speedrunning.
You know, I'm more like a slow running kind of a guy. Well, the team just hosted the biggest event yet, the Mid-Off Street. Let's check it out.
The mid-offs. I see so much about this, but I always miss it. Hello, biker girl. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
This is Minecraft speedrunning. Let me explain. In probably the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in, we all know Minecraft doesn't have a true ending.
True.
However, for some people, defeating the dragon is everything. That being said, how fast do you think you could beat
I
the
beat
game?
it in 2 hours
Look, if you and your
once.
friends try as hard as you can, you could probably beat the game in 2 hours. Dare I even say 1? Would you believe me if I told you all of this is now possible in less than 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Speedrunners have dedicated thousands of hours, if not millions, to perfecting
Just got off
every
the Star
single
Tours. Did
aspect
it bother
of
you
their
at all?
craft.
I know some
These
people
top runners
struggle
compete in
with
a
that
tournament
one.
called the playoffs
It's easy to
find
get
out
motion
which one of
sickness
them
on.
is the best. Now, let me introduce you
Great,
to
how are you?
something
I'm
a bit
doing well.
more
I'm excited for
realistic.
Minecraft.
Welcome
So
to Mid-Ops. This is a
I'm just
competition where we
chilling,
take the
waiting
most
until the main
average
show,
players
and
turn them
can't wait
into
to see what they've
speedrunners.
got
It doesn't
planned
matter
for
if
us
they're
for this
builders,
next couple of
redstoners,
months.
or PvPers. We pair them up with a top coach and have them go head-to-head against each other. And what happens next is genuinely cinema.
Very interesting scene here.
Hey,
We are seeing there we go, and we are seeing a 317 enter here for Super. Bit too
Oh, he's so bad. Oh.
Headbutts on 1.5 bullets. Can he make it?
So,
Can't
if
wait to
anything
see
you've seen here
Agnes, that's
today
crazy.
piques your interest, make sure to tune in online or in the stands.
Oh. Are they doing a...
Minecraft Live is just moments away.
But before we get into the news, let's take a
Interesting.
closer look at the most amazing Minecraft moments shared
It's
by
gonna be
you,
your
the
day, I
community.
know.
Thanks for joining us for the community
I
pre-show.
think Nathan's about to be a very happy man.
Enjoy Minecraft Live.
Go.
Airy fire. Arrows. Wow. Crazy stuff here.
We have 2 people, right? Oh wait, there's a Swift Sneak 1 in here. Guys, I'm gonna abandon the mission real quick.
No, you can't abandon the mission. I punched a wall.
Also met Mickey and Minnie. You have to do that when you're there. It's a requirement. Wow. The fast passes are nice, let me tell you, dude.
Oh, I think we're gonna die out here. I'm gonna be honest.
No, we're not. We're amazing. We're the best. Wow, but well, you know, that feels like it wasn't my fault.
I forgot that's a thing.
I got it. This is it.
Take your spawn in the end.
Oh my god!
Hello, honey bun. Welcome on in. I skipped Tower Terror. It's not for everybody. I ride it every time I go. Linksy! Hey! Nice.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Nico, I'm sorry.
Ouch. Alright, here we go, peeps. It's time. It is time for Minecraft Live. Alright. Early builds all subject to change. Obligatory work in progress announcement. Fair enough. I respect it. Wow. Notice how they didn't show us the end? It's because there's an end update. There's no end update.
Welcome to the first Minecraft
That's my
Live of
boy.
2026. I'm Jens Bergensten, Chief Creative Officer at Mojang Studios. I've been thinking about pixelated blocks for a significant portion of my life. It's a pleasure to be with you once again to introduce yet another packed Minecraft Live.
I might steal that intro.
Just as you have been expressing yourselves through Minecraft for years, game drops give our developers a way to broaden the potential of our world. More drops means more ways to play. Lots of you have already been testing our upcoming game drop, Tiny Takeover. Your response to the mobs has been great. I've really enjoyed how you've been using them to bring more life to your worlds or to create some inspiring content. We love all
Where
the
are you
feedback
eating,
and comments
Swifto?
you share with us. And though you might not see us acting on them immediately, it really helps us in our thinking about the long-term vision for Minecraft. keep on making yourselves heard, and the future of the game will be better for everyone. Today, we'll also be showing off the next drop, which brings entirely new mechanics to Minecraft. It's impossible to predict everything you'll do with anything we add, but I'm especially excited to see what you'll get up to.
There were new
this
blocks
time.
up in the corner.
There's so much potential for all types of playstyles, whether you're focused on competition,
And a new
cooperation,
mechanic.
creativity, or just causing as much chaos as possible with some like-minded friends. Thanks for being a part of the community, no matter how you choose to play.
You're welcome,
But
Jeff.
there's more than just game drops in today's show. We'll be sharing plans to bring the world of Minecraft to life like never before, and announcing something so secret that I'm not actually supposed to mention it. More of you are playing together than ever before.
Spicewood.
So let's first take a look at some Bedrock features that help you stay connected. Enjoy the show.
My favorite thing about Minecraft is there's no right or wrong way to play, but there is something special about sharing Minecraft moments with friends and family. There are so many ways to play Minecraft together, and we want to make it even easier for you. This is why we're introducing parties.
Okay.
Parties will allow players to have a more social experience while playing Minecraft and help you quickly move between vanilla worlds, realms, and multiplayer adventures.
Is this coming to
But
Java
that's
as
not
well?
all. We're excited to reveal new multiplayer experiences. Let's take a look.
Soulsteel by Nox Crew. Mob Maze by Game Mode 1. Treasure Hunt by Enchanted.
These experiences
title
are
by
unique,
Starfish
free to
Studios.
play, and brought to you by our amazing creator
Gen
community.
Wars by
You can try out
NPVP.
Soulsteel and Mob Maze right now in Bedrock.
Soulsteel kind of looked like Sands of Time. It looks like none of that's coming to Java. That's a bummer. I think they could do so much more with Java multiplayer, and they just don't. It hurts my soul.
Hi, I'm Agnes, and I'm the Vanilla Minecraft game
Nathan,
developer, and
this
it's
is
so
for
nice
you.
to see you all again. I know that some of you are already familiar with the new baby mobs. And for us, it's been so nice to take some time to improve existing features, just like we did last spring with the Spring to Life game drop. The little chicken is one of my favorites from the new baby mobs. And I noticed that many of you seem to like it too. I love that it's so simple but still has so much character. And the turtle. When we added the turtle around 8 years ago,
Oh, it's been
I
that
really
long?
wanted the baby to be like especially small, and I'm very happy that we kept this super tininess.
It's been 8 years since
Another
they did
thing
the
is that we are
aquatic
making
update.
name tags easier to obtain. We are always thinking about the balance for rewards in game. It's about finding the right rarity for the right reward. And naming mobs that you care about can help you create like an even stronger connection with them, and it can also be really inspiring from a storytelling and world building perspective. So therefore we made name tags more approachable.
I respect that
we have a
decision
release
so
date.
much.
Tiny Takeover will be launching
March
on March 24th.
Okay.
And now it's time for some of our amazing devs to talk more about this drop. Over to Jasper, Sarah, Sandra, and Felix.
So Tiny Takeover is exactly what it is saying. It's a tiny takeover. We have redone all the baby models to give them a unique personality in Minecraft.
There's a lot of babies.
We have kittens, we have pups, we have lambs, we have calves.
The baby wolf, we have the baby cow.
We have foxes and axolotls and whatever baby armadillos are called.
We don't know what to do with all these baby mobs.
And your favorite?
The villager.
Tiny Takeover is one of the biggest cosmetic updates we've done, and we have over 100 new textures for these baby mobs.
That should put it into perspective.
When I
for
first started
people.
working on this, I would say
100
that it
new
was just a really fun experience with a lot of the mobs. I think it's fun to kind of like give them their own quirks and little identity and everything.
Before Tiny Takeover, the baby mobs were just downscaled adults. We wanted to like tie everything together and make it a lot more consistent.
What really surprises us with every update is how the community gets creative with what we add. One of my favorite things is the popcorn chicken, treating the little baby chicken as a little popcorn kernel, ready to pop into an adult. I thought that was absolutely genius.
What's also really fun is that like the baby chicken has like unique sounds, like it has the little beep 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 beep. It's really cute.
It is really cute.
She actually did all the
I
sounds
have been out
herself.
recording a lot of animals recently. Recording animals is so much fun, but it can also be a little tricky. They don't always want to produce sound on command. And it can be a little hard to get close to some of these animals as well. Sometimes there are a lot of animals.
Can you repeat that, please?
And sometimes the animals are really big. But fortunately, we had
I would love to
people
hear
helping
the full
out in
sound
these
recording
situations.
file
Like we had
where
a
they're
cow
trying to
whisperer,
coax the
for example,
animal
that helped us out
into
recording the
making
cows.
sounds.
He started
That'd
to
be
make
so
some kind of like. The cow started to speak to him immediately
Cool
while
shot
he
for real. Oh, it
did those
absolutely
sounds.
is.
Another challenge was recording the pigs. They were adorable and cute, but some of them were really huge. Ow! They tried to eat me alive. I'm sure if I wouldn't have like tried to get out of there, I wouldn't be here today.
We put so much work into making the babies ultra cute, and when we were testing them, they kept on growing up, and we were like, we just want to keep them forever young. It was when the community actually said, we want this feature as well, we want to keep them forever young, and that kind of became the code name for what would eventually turn into the golden dandelion. The golden dandelion's a new item, and it's crafted with a dandelion surrounded by gold nuggets. And you can use this to keep a baby forever young. It'll never grow up as soon as it has a little taste of the golden dandelion.
I'm gonna use that in my forever world. The golden
Tiny
dandelion
Takeover
is
is
awesome.
coming soon. It's going to give every baby mob new visuals and even more personality.
And I'm really excited to see people spawning a bunch of different little babies around.
Very exciting.
Don't eat my shoes!
All right, sounds good, Nathan. Enjoy dinner. What we got here? Just looking for any hint of what might be coming soon. This might just be a tiny takeover teaser in addition to all the announcements. It's kind of what it looks like. Yep, March 24th. Okay.
Minecraft is more than just a game. We're always working on new ways to
not seen
expand the
this
universe
guy.
for everyone. For you, your family,
This is a new
your
game
friends,
announcement.
even those who don't know how
I
to get
think.
on top of the nether roof.
Minecraft
Over a year ago,
Experience,
we
I
launched
see.
Minecraft Experience Villager Rescue, a real place where you can collect resources, battle mobs, and explore biomes in an immersive, interactive, real-life experience. It's a traveling show, and we're bringing it to even more people around the world. There are 4 new cities in the coming months: Herning, Singapore, Mexico City, and Chicago. Stay tuned for more to be announced. We might be coming to your city next.
I doubt
How
you're going
about
to my
experiencing Minecraft in a real forest? Our first outdoor nighttime adventure, Minecraft Experience Moonlight Trail, will open soon in Buenos Aires.
That is so
You'll then travel
cool.
to other cities around the world. It's interactive. Your quest is to find and restore an ancient beacon that will light up the night. Tickets will be on sale soon. Oh, one more thing. You have been asking for it for a long time. We've been working with Merlin Entertainments to create Minecraft World.
Located in London, Minecraft World is the ultimate land, arriving at one of the UK's largest theme parks, Chessington World of Adventures, next year. You're going to be able to meet mobs, explore the world's largest Minecraft shop, and it will host epic attractions, including the world's
I
first
might have to go to the
Minecraft
UK.
roller coaster.
The game is at the core of everything that we do, and this is no exception. And we spend so much time playing together because we want to make sure that the world feels authentic and as immersive as possible. We want to recreate that feeling of entering the game for the first time.
Big
but
UK
this time
meetup. I
in real
mean,
life.
that's kind of what I'm hearing.
We've been collaborating with some awesome Minecraft creators who have helped us to shape the world.
And their feedback has enabled
I
us
know
to
all those
evolve our
faces.
thinking and actually take stuff to the next level.
The creators allowed us to explore some of the
I wonder if they
greater
let them
and
actually
weirder
build
questions.
things for the part.
What does Minecraft taste like? Is it square burgers?
What does the overworld smell like?
What about the nether?
How do you mine in the real world?
But I think that is the really cool thing because there's so many different
Exactly,
levels that we
Ken
needed to
Forrest.
explore
Dude.
when making this project come to life.
Because, yeah, the scale of this project is being able to capture absolutely everything.
I wanna go
that
so
means
bad.
so much to the community, that we love so much about the game, and bringing that into reality through physical form.
Just like in the game, the world will be packed with ridiculous fun.
There is so much more to reveal.
And honestly, it's been such an amazing project, and we can't wait for the community to
2027?
experience it in real life in 2027.
All right, that's marked down. That's in UK. Then. They're doing a Minecraft theme park. Well, it's an expansion to an already existing theme park, Chestington. But there'll be a Minecraft expansion there. $2027 gives you some time to save up a little bit. Oh.
Hello again. Now it's time to get into
Okay.
something completely new. Our next game drop is truly embracing the sandboxiness of Minecraft. And to tell you more, we need to venture underground. There's something about the caves. Not seeing the sun rise and fall makes it easy to lose track of time. You dig a little deeper and suddenly you're somewhere new. It's quiet, a little, or very unsettling. But it's also full of possibility.
What is
You
that?
never know what hides behind the next block.
What is
Welcome
that?
to our new cave biome, the Sulfur Caves.
Sulfur Cave. That is kind of pretty. Do they burn new fire colors,
Upon
maybe?
entering this biome, you'll notice the warm colors. There's red, yellow. There's nothing quite like it underground in the overworld.
So this cave is very different from other caves because its surface is kind of three-dimensional. You have these patches of different blocks that fade into each other. So you have the pools at the center and then sulfur on the edges and then cinnabar. So it's a very unique environment.
Huh.
With the new sulfur caves, we use the cinnabar blocks and the sulfur blocks, and that of course also means that us players can build with all these different blocks.
Okay.
Both the cinnabar and sulfur come with like full block
I like
sets,
this.
really pretty blocks.
I like this. There's gonna be some danger
The
though,
sulfur
right?
cave has been inspired by multiple hot springs, sulfur springs all over the world. So if you look at the water, there is some sort of gas on the water surface.
So in the sulfur caves, you can find sulfur pools, which are these natural pools composed of sulfur, and then on their bottom they have some blocks of potent sulfur. And potent sulfur is a potent variety of sulfur which I guess reacts with water and produces bubbles. And then when these bubbles reach the surface, they create a noxious gas which gives player and mobs nausea.
As soon as you walk into it and the full world starts like, you definitely understand, like, okay, yes,
Ooh.
this is a bit dangerous.
I like the red. The red
But
is
it's not
very
just
pretty,
the new
yeah.
pools and the new blocks that you find in the sulfur caves.
It's the home of our newest mob.
the sulfur cube.
Sulfur cube.
Is it smiling? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
have
maybe
like
it's
just
more
a-
like a...
Yeah, right.
It's up to interpretation if it's smiling or not. And it has a little secret.
The sulfur cube is unlike anything we've ever done before, and it's a mob that has an ability to absorb blocks.
So when you hold the block that the sulfur cube likes, the sulfur cube is gonna move towards you. So like to make it absorb a block, you just interact with it while you're holding the block.
And when it does, something strange happens. They stop moving, and if you punch it, they will take off.
What?
It kind of stopped behaving as a mob and instead start behaving kind of like a ball.
Okay.
When the sulfur cube absorbs a block, it will get different behavior depending on what kind of block it is.
So for example, ice makes it very slidey. Wall blocks make it a bit more floaty, like it's, you know, light and filled with air.
If you have metal, it gets like very heavy.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun with the ice. I was playing, I think I had a sulfur cube absorb the packed
I
ice.
can see how this would be
then
really
had
cool
it
for
on
mini
ice
games.
as well, and hit it, and it was just gliding super far away. It was like so low friction.
Depending on where you hit it,
We're gonna make
will move
a
in different
soccer
directions.
tournament in Minecraft.
But there's some element of skill to be able to like make it bounce the way you want, which I think adds like interesting dynamics to mini games, for instance.
I like that they're actually doing stuff for mini game creators.
I think I can see them doing pinball machines, you know, with pistons and everything.
That's cool.
I mean, all the ball sports, like, they come to mind, but I'm sure they're gonna be doing super creative things.
You could actually
It
play
can be
golf.
redstone contraptions. It can be used in parkour or making traps, stuff like that.
Overall, I think it's quite a chaotic feature. It's like bouncing around, so many things happening.
So like a slime, you can split the sulfur cube. And these two small cubes will grow up to become a big cube.
Okay.
And that's how you get a new sulfur cube.
So mitosis. Hockey in Minecraft. Oh.
I think the sulfur
Yes.
cube is a big part of what makes this drop so sandboxy. Like it comes with endless possibilities. And that's really important for us when we develop Minecraft. Like instead of creating a specific experience for the players, we try to enable and inspire the players to create their own experiences. And I think the sulfur cube really follows that.
I think I will use it for puzzles more than likely.
These features are going into testing soon.
And we also have a name for this drop, and it will be
Chaos Cube.
Chaos Cubed.
Okay. They're doing a theme part in the UK.
The Deep
Nathan.
Dig after show will be starting in just a few minutes.
Was that it?
But before that, we have one more thing to share with you.
How's it say?
Something
Surprise.
we've been working on for quite
New
some
game?
time.
In a land once plagued by great evil, brave heroes took up arms and
It's
triumphed
dungeons.
against the terror. With peace restored, all was well until it wasn't.
$2026. It's coming soon. Available to wishlist already?
That's right. Minecraft Dungeons 2 is coming this year. You'll visit never-before-seen locations, battle new foes, and do your best to save a world in crisis, alone or with up to 3 friends. This is an entirely new action RPG, packed with crunchy, high-stakes combat and epic amounts of loot. We'll be sharing more on this in the upcoming months.
Okay.
Wishlist it right now so you don't miss any of the news. I'm about to head into the Deep Dig, where we'll dive deeper into our brand new game drop. We'll be showing the first ever gameplay of Chaos Cubed, getting secrets from the devs,
Chessington.
and I'll be playing some chaotic
Chessington World of
minigames
Adventure
with
or
our
something
special
like that.
guests. And it starts right now.
Okay, this was interesting, guys. I wasn't particularly
Welcome to the
expecting
Minecraft Live
Dungeons
Deep
2.
Dig After Show. We're about to take our first detailed look at Chaos Cubed, our new game drop, which includes a brand new mob with a big appetite. As you'll see, it's going to bring more chaos to Minecraft, whether you play alone or with friends. And speaking of friends, I'll be joined by some extra special guests who are trying out the features for the very first time. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Agnes, and I'm the game director.
Hi, I'm Beckymon, and I love streaming all sorts of Minecraft on Twitch.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth, Bedrock engineer working on this drop.
Okay, but before we get started, the Dungeons 2 reveal looked amazing.
So cool. Fun.
I'm excited.
We're gonna have
we
to
can't
play
talk
through
about that right
Dungeons
now. We'll
soon.
talk about it in a future Minecraft Live. Let's jump into the game and find the Sulfur Cave. Elizabeth,
He said
take us on
future
a journey.
Minecraft Live.
Absolutely. Let's begin grabbing some gear. We're gonna need them in the cave.
Okay. Let's grab some.
It's good to gear up.
And just head on inside and get yourself comfortable. All right, so why don't you, the two of you, do the honors of knocking down this wall?
Break on
through.
I would like to welcome you all to our new Sulfur Cave.
Oh,
It looks so cool.
So cool.
I love those blocks.
With the gas.
I'm grabbing some now.
Becky's already mining.
The important things, go first.
It's the instincts, you know?
As you can see, these are the cinnabar and the sulfur. They're generating naturally here within the Sulfur Cave, and I have complete block sets, so you can
That's
use them
fair.
for your builds. In
I've never heard of it
myriad
before.
ways. I particularly am partial to the chiseled version of the cinnabar myself. I quite like it.
They're really, really nice.
That is
I think
a
they
beautiful
fill some really nice
color block.
color gaps as well. I think the cinnabar would look really good in the nether, like building with it in the nether. And then the gold just makes me look, well, the
See, it looks like gold.
It looks like gold.
But not quite.
But it looks
Not
enough
quite.
like gold that I could pretend it is.
Yeah.
That will
and
make
a
Gradient
house out of it,
so
but
much
just don't look
easier.
too closely.
We have a little pool of water here, and it has some.
I'm going for a dip.
Oh no! Don't mind
Not
me.
looking twice, just
I'm
jumping
going-
straight in.
I'm feeling it now. So it's got some gas in here.
Yeah, so this is like noxious gas, which will give you the nausea effect.
There's bubbles that come from this one.
Yeah.
This is the
Why do you pick it up?
grab bit that. Potent sulfur. Okay.
So this is
Okay.
one of the new blocks, and the gas has disappeared from the pool of water. So when you put them in water, they generate this
I like that
noxious
block.
gas effect.
I want to
It's
build
so
with
nice
that
that you
block.
can mine them and place them anywhere you want, because then you can build with these new gas particles.
Build a
You
hot
can-
spring.
Yeah, hot spring, like a
A
spa.
hot spring for your best friend,
I
right?
feel a little
Yeah.
bit sick, but it looks good.
Don't think too much about that.
Okay, has anyone seen the new mob anywhere?
Not yet.
Quite yet.
There needs to be an easy enough way to
Hop around
make
and let's see if we can find one.
potent sulfur.
Here's one.
Oh, there we
Because
go.
that block is kind of smoothed out and it
I love their face.
got a nice
love it, yeah.
texture.
There's not much going on in there.
No thoughts, head empty.
Yeah.
This is our new little friend that we can find in this cave. They are passive and you don't behave for the most part like the magma cubes and slimes you already know, except that they're not hostile. And they have some special properties, let's say. You mentioned earlier Wu, that they have a appetite.
Yes.
Gonna feed one.
So depending on kind of what kind of blocks, it gets different abilities. So with stone, I think it's similar to a football, like
Correct.
I think it's super nice that we kind of added a new mob to the cube family.
Yeah.
Like with the slime and magma cube, and now the sulfur cube.
Okay, but this is just where they spawn. We actually made a lab to show off the new features. But first, we have to take a quick look at the
have
baby mobs
to?
from Tiny Takeovers.
I respect that they gotta do their
And
marketing.
this is over the
but
lobby,
man.
by the way.
This is the cutest lobby I've ever seen.
It's like different
I want to see
habitats
the new
for the different
feature.
babies.
I just can't get over the chicks.
Is that your favorite,
They're
Becky?
absolutely my favorite. I just
I know not
adore
everybody's
how
me
tiny they are.
and
They're just so,
has
so
been
silly.
stalking these updates
We have the
for
turtle
weeks.
ones, and this one is just
Month,
like
really.
chilling here, just hanging out.
It's posing for the camera.
Right, showing the little feet.
All right, why don't we head up the elevator to the actual laboratory?
Ooh. Okay, this is fancy.
The babies, Greg. I know, I'm
All right,
terrible.
let's head into room number 1. And in laboratory number 1, you get to explore how to feed and how to replicate the cube.
I was gonna put down a bunch of these here so you can see what and get a feel for it yourselves.
And Elizabeth, you just right-click to feed them, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use the pumpkin.
The packed
Pumpkin.
And you also notice that they're right now when they have a cube inside of them, they are also immune to the damage that the players
Okay.
trying to do to them. So they,
That's good.
You don't have to worry about holding back when they have a cube inside of them.
I wonder if they
What
got
if you
this
want to remove the
idea.
block that's within it?
You would be using shears. You can just interact with them with shears.
Because I
if you're using,
remember
like, a
when they
saddle,
first
on the
added
mounts and stuff like that to just get them to spit them out again.
armadillos,
And,
people were kind of
you
using
may
them
ask,
like
how
a
do I get more of
ball.
them?
So I wonder if they got that idea from this.
This is my least favorite part.
I like this part.
We maybe need some more.
You do?
Well, can we get to
Could at least got connected
So
glass textures
they
for that. See,
are-
that's fair.
They're slimes, right? What do slimes do? They split.
Yes.
And unlike the normal slimes and magma cubes, these will actually grow up.
Yes, after some time. So that's how you get more of them.
All right, now let's head over to laboratory room number
They're
2.
gonna have beats.
And
That's good.
this is the room where
Gonna
we
be a
show
hard sell
how
for me to
different
do it.
materials that you give the cubes change their properties.
So we have a
There's
couple
light,
of
heavy, slippery.
cubes already prepared
And
here
then
with some blocks
bouncy.
inside of them. So we got some
Gotcha.
bounciness from the wood blocks, slippery on the ice.
Well, that one really gets distance, the ice one.
Oh, the iron one moves only a little ways.
Yeah, it's like very heavy. It's like a medicine ball
Yeah.
kind of behavior.
I like the
You could do
bouncy one
so many
best.
cool
Yeah,
puzzles
me
with
too. Like
those.
it's like a rubber ball. Like,
Really send it.
It's so playful.
Oh no, it's
Oh no!
It's leaving the lab. Oh, not okay.
Depending on where you hit the mob itself, like it'll affect how it flies. So if you try hitting it at the bottom, just in the middle and the bottom, it'll like, you know,
Okay.
Yeah.
nice arc.
Gets like an arc.
Yeah. But if you put in the bottom left, for example,
Whee!
you'll see that it flies outwards. And likewise, if you hit it from the top, it'll like fly less. So there's some, you have some control over where you want to send it. Of course, in the heat of the moment, you know.
How much control will you really have?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a fun thing to mess around with.
All right, let's head over to room number 3.
Okay.
And in room number 3, we're going to test how what you use to hit the cube may change things.
Oh.
Why don't one of you just hit the one on the left here without anything, and just in the middle, smack in the middle.
It is,
You
okay.
do the honors.
Ba-dum.
Yeah.
It's a heavy one.
Four.
Yeah, for a heavy one.
But we have a axe here, so one of you
Well,
pick
I
up.
grab this
Becky.
one.
It's enchanted with.
Becky did.
And do the same. Smack in the middle.
Whoa.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Big difference.
way further.
That's a
It like jumped
huge
all of these ones as well.
So it flies quite a bit further, and the flight depends on like how much damage you would have done to
Okay.
it. So the more damage you would, the farther it flies.
But they don't take damage
They
when
don't
you're
take
hitting.
damage. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
That potential damage actually instead turns into momentum.
Correct.
All right, let's head to our last room,
This
room
is
number 4.
interesting.
And here you get to take all the knowledge that you have so far
In
and,
testing
well,
soon.
have fun.
Okay.
So this is when we should be in control.
Yes, you should know exactly what you're doing. Grab
Yeah,
a
no,
tool of your
we're
liking.
experts now, right?
Yeah.
Tools.
I really want to try the bow, actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
And try to knock them into the
Ooh,
holes.
wait,
Okay,
you could do some weird stuff
That's
with
the
the
idea.
mace.
Okay, that was too powerful.
That was very powerful.
There was also diamond sword on the most bonesy one.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit too much force, I think.
It's a combination of what tool you choose and the material
Yeah.
that's in there because
And it's just so fun to think about all different kind of games and sports you can invent with this.
Yeah, no, it's going to get really, really competitive. I think just kicking one around like a football or basketball. I feel like I could just push these around all day. That would entertain me for hours. Oh, whoa. Like,
Be careful with the
still going.
diamond sword.
Still going.
Hey! You did. All right, well, Elizabeth,
really
Becky, thank you
curious
so
how
much for
players are
joining
gonna
us.
use
Thank you so much
this
for having me. It's been really, really fun.
for not intended ideas.
And now let's welcome our next two guests. Cam, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, I'm Camman18. I make Minecraft videos.
That's Camman?
And I love Minecraft.
These are all good things. Jens, please introduce yourself.
I'm Jens. I'm a Chief Creative Officer here at Mojang.
I've
Cam,
never
real
seen
quick,
Cam
tell
Man's
us about
face.
the golden dandelion meme.
Yes, so pretty much Minecraft added the golden dandelion to the game, and I just made a video like always.
And then we got the golden dandelion, which is a golden dandelion.
Pretty much it's about the golden dandelion, which is a golden dandelion.
It works even now.
Yes.
It's clear even he
Jens,
doesn't
earlier in the
understand.
show, you talked about the potential for chaos within Minecraft, and I feel like this feature really fits into that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really looking forward to all the chaos and fun that the Sulfur Cube is going to provide. And I've never tried these minigames, so I'm not really sure what to expect, except for more chaos.
Cam,
from
how
what I've
are you
seen,
feeling
mainly
playing
mini
against
games
Agnes
stuff
and Jens?
and Baby Mobs this update.
I'm so nervous. If
Baby
I
Mobs
mess
this
up, I'll never be able
update,
to
next
forgive
update,
myself, so I have to win.
they'll have the Sulfur
I would
Cube
like to mess
and
up too,
a
so.
new cave biome that has
Well,
sulfur
Agnes,
block.
before we started here,
that's all
you
we
kind of
kinda
mentioned like it
know
might be
right
time
now.
for redemption for you. Do you feel that this is your
They
chance
may
to redeem yourself
possibly
in these
have some more
challenges?
secret features,
Well,
but I wouldn't hold my
I
breath.
do intend to get some
A ton.
revenge, but
This
Yes,
next
when you said
update,
that.
Java should
Yes,
also be
maybe.
getting some new features
but
like
we'll see.
Well, let's jump straight into the game. We have our first
vibrant
challenge here.
visual
It is called
improvements
Cube
and
Dash.
things like that.
You have some
I know people are
food
probably
and
sick
a
of
hoe,
hearing that,
And in front of
but,
you, we have a sulfur cube. You each have one, and the goal of this is to hit
I
it
think-
all the way down
I think
the
it's a
course
valid
into the
enough
hole at
reason
the end of the
because it
course.
is-
First one who gets
Minecraft
it in is the
15-year-old
winner.
game.
Are you ready? And
This is something that just has to happen.
Without, well, I guess you're allowed to fight, but go. All right.
Over.
Bedrock has a party system. So that's the other
Agnes,
thing.
you're doing really good.
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
It's hilarious. It is.
Exceeding expectations
It's very
here,
posh.
Agnes. Cam and Jens are neck and neck.
Oh, I'm helping him. What am I doing? Where'd my guy go? Oh, there he is.
Okay. Oh,
Get up.
Cam is right behind Agnes. We'll see how this goes.
Wait.
Oh, Jens and Cam are hitting each other.
Get up.
It's
turned into
getting
a
violent
PvP
now.
game.
Don't hit mine.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, we're getting close now. Jens is very close.
Oh,
No! Cam, you almost had it. You almost had it.
get away.
Where do you go? There you go.
I'm not
How
helping
old
you.
is Cam Man?
This is too fierce. Oh, there we
Like, I'm just now
go.
realizing this guy
so
might be
close.
younger than me.
So close.
Congratulations. How's it feel? How's it feel to win?
Amazing.
I've never
Do you
seen
feel
that
the
man.
redemption?
I do.
You can.
It's throwing
okay.
me off. Yeah,
Cam, you seem
she
disappointed.
finally won.
Yeah, man, I tried to go for a special tactic there, and, you know, it really didn't work out in my favor.
Well, you can't win them all.
Nice try.
All right, for the second challenge, we're gonna head to the arena for a game called the Aim Game. Okay, each of you is on your own platform. Behind you, there should be a chest. Go to the chest, grab your bow and arrows.
Okay.
We will have cubes falling from the ceiling into the arena, and what each of you needs to do is shoot
Whoever has the
cubes
least amount of
into
points
each
wins.
other's goals. When a cube goes into that goal that's underneath you, one of the lights will turn off. The last player with lights is the winner.
I see.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
That sounds fun.
I don't know how long
And go.
the show is.
Already with the shooting each
Keto with
other.
a 40 stream streak, by the way. Crazy
Okay,
stuff.
That's
GG's. Thank you for the support.
bounce right back to me. Oh, there's too many.
Oh, now there's multiples.
Okay. Okay. But they have
it can
different...
be strategic. Oh, it's the first goal on Agnes. Oh, Jens is down 1-2.
Oh,
Yes, 2 down on Agnes.
No!
Oh. Whoa. Hey, look. You got it down on Agnes. Going on.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Hey, look. You got it. Jens, you're 3 down now. 4.
No.
Is it already Minecraft Live? It is.
Jens is very close.
It was a pretty good show, honestly.
Come on.
I'm impressed.
Boy, where can I can just stop him.
Thanks for spending your taxes at me. I appreciate it.
I scored wins from the bottom.
What? No.
Yes. Cam, all I've ever wanted. You won because Jens kept playing even after he lost. Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I'm so thankful for this win. Thank you, everybody.
But I didn't even realize that I lost.
I think we're good to go, guys.
Fair enough. Oh, you're out of here. Okay, let's head to our next challenge. Okay, for the final challenge, we're going to play Cube Strikers.
Soccer.
And since it's a 2 versus 2 game, I'm going to join you all. And
Or football
Agnes,
for
you
those
get
of
me as a
you
teammate.
who...
Okay, wait a second. Wait.
I'm just happy you're joining us. Yeah, we can all have fun to get together. Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. Agnes, you and I are Team Yellow.
Crazy.
That leaves the other 2 as the blue team. And we are going to play to 3 points, and we win. But it's a very Minecrafty challenge, so there will be Minecrafty bonuses and some things that might work against us.
This is just...
Are you ready? Well, you can't already be boosted. We haven't started.
Oh, no! This is a bad start.
Can you apply effects to the cubes?
No.
I don't think they said that. But you could do so much more even if you can.
Okay, run to the other side. And we get started again here.
Okay, that's the trick.
Are you ready, Agnes? And go.
Oh, that's cake. Okay.
No! Where is it?
Go, shoot.
I walked into the goals and I looked.
Oh, it's in the middle.
No! Yeah! Okay, we're 2 down. That's okay. Now we can get ready. Okay, you started, Agnes.
Bam!
Nice.
What are the cubes?
That would have been nice if it
Survival or just commands? Those cubes are a new mob coming to Minecraft. It's called a sulfur cube. And so what you can do is you can feed it a block, and it
on the field.
it can be punched and it'll float a certain way because of the block that it's taken on.
I think I have to stand a little bit further.
So for example, ice makes it slide more, stone kind of makes it more bouncy from my understanding. And based on how you hit it determines how it will float and fly. So it's useful for a lot of mini games. But it also comes in a new biome called the Sulfur Caves. And there's a lot of really pretty blocks in there. Well, I say a lot. There's 2 pretty blocks in there. There's Cinnabar and Sulfur.
Good job.
I believe Sulfur is the yellow one, Cinnabar is the red one.
Oh, it took everything out of me.
Okay,
they're very
Cam,
pretty
Jens,
colors.
Congratulations. A well-deserved victory.
With plenty of new block
Thank you for
subtypes.
playing
So
with us.
Cinnabar
This has been
and Sulfur
super
have a lot
fun.
of
Tiny Takeover will be releasing next week.
a lot of
And
different,
the features we've played here will
I
be in
guess,
testing in the near future. Thanks for watching Minecraft
variants.
Live.
And the gas creating one. Right, yes. They have, oh. Cats are adorable, dude. Oh yeah, Minecraft Dungeons 2 is another thing. We need to talk about that, I think. But yeah, there's also the gas creating one, which is, potent sulfur, something like that. GG's nice show. I think it was pretty good. I mean, you know, obviously it's not the most exciting thing in the world. I think there's a lot that needs to be done, and Mojang is trying to get it done, but it's just across the board. There's so much that is missing in the game, and they can't please everybody. So how do they please a good amount of people while also doing what they want to do? There's a new Bedrock system that I honestly think should be coming to Java. I'm not offended that they're not bringing stuff to Java and they're focusing only on Bedrock with that, because the system is a lot better integrated over there. But Java definitely could use some multiplayer overhauls. Making it easy to invite a friend to a server should be, that should be a basic, in my opinion. Let's see. They don't have it out yet, but they've got the Minecraft Dungeons 2 announcement trailer. We can watch that again really quick.
In a land once plagued by great evil, brave heroes took up arms and
I have
against the
Arabic
terror.
subtitles.
All was well.
Where's English? English auto-generated. There we go. Should rewatch the VOD. Find clips that I missed just to see that's fair. They know that we're waiting for that third dimension. You know what? Okay, I don't talk about leaks ever, but there were some leaks about Dungeons 2 that kind of make me wonder some things about what might be coming to the main game. I'm not gonna like extensively talk about that because I just don't believe in spreading things that aren't factually backed up yet, that aren't confirmed, and that could potentially hurt developers' work. There have been many cases where leaks have outright canceled projects in the game development industry, and I think that's wrong. So I'm not really gonna continue to spread baseless rumors, but I will say they mentioned that they're gonna talk more about Dungeons 2 in a future Minecraft Live. They also said this is coming out in 2026 and you can wishlist it now. That means there's only one more Minecraft Live that they could be talking about it in, and what if at that Minecraft Live they announce whatever might be tying into Dungeons 2? Whether that be a third dimension like they teased here with the Ancient City portal, or bringing in some mobs from Dungeons into the main game. You know, the Iceologer, for example, was a mob that we had in the mob vote for a little bit of time, and it lost. So, you know, what if they bring that back as another feature, and they don't, you know, make everything about Dungeons, but, you know, it could be a nice little nod to adding those things, maybe. I don't know, to be entirely honest with you guys. But by then we'll have Vulkan, so Minecraft will be more performant than ever, probably. And we'll also have vibrant visuals on Java, more than likely. So it would be at that point where they've at least updated the shaders, they've updated the graphics pipeline in its entirety, and, you know, we are reaching a point where the overworld is actually more alive. And if they have a specific block set that they're hoping to achieve, to fill in the gaps in the color palettes in Minecraft, then this is their perfect opportunity to start doing that with a whole new dimension. I mean, think about it. They could add, you know, a whole new color set, technically. They could add the 17th color to Minecraft. I don't think they need a 17th color, but, you know, just for example, the benefits of having another dimension it's definitely there. I know a lot of people are really hoping for an end update. Technically, it could be an end update that could be coming around at some point in time. But based on some things I've heard about Dungeons 2, it's supposed to be a lot more tied into Minecraft base game. Not to say that everything in Dungeons 2 will be in Minecraft at some point in time, but rather it's a little more grounded, while still being a Dungeons game. You know, it's still gonna have the power-ups and such, but it's not gonna be not every creature that you run into is gonna look like it should be from a mod pack, from what I've heard in rumors. And update just being a baby dragon for Tiny Takeover Part 2. Hang on, you're cooking. Baby dragon update? I think a baby dragon would be so cool. I think a dragon would be really cool, actually. I don't know what the trade-off would be, because I think Mojang has become more and more trade-off dependent. You know, for example, Elytra are great, but there's no trade-off for them yet. You know, you have the Happy Gas, which is great for building. The dragon, maybe it's a, 1 or 2 player creature that you ride, and maybe it's faster than Elytra, but maybe there's something that goes alongside that that we don't know. Or, alternatively, it's really hard to get. You know, you have to get the dragon egg, and you have to go get this one thing from this other dimension, and then you also have to do this other thing in this specific location. You know, something like that, possibly, maybe. I don't know. They do need to figure out what their goal is with what an end update might be. They need to figure out what their end goal is on this next dimension, whatever it might be, and they need to figure out what their 10-year Minecraft goal really looks like. In any business, this is the case. You have at least a 4-year plan. And Minecraft has gone on the record. They've said they've got updates planned for years down the road. But more recently, it feels like their game drops have kind of just been haphazardly placed. Like, they hear feedback and immediately shift into other things. For example, I think they did have an opinion on this, and they were going to do Mounts of Mayhem regardless. But once they added the Happy Gas, they're like, we need something like this, but for the water. So then they made the Nautilus, which was one of the main selling points of Mounts of Mayhem. They added the Mace, and then they're like, let's add that, but for your horizontal speed instead of your vertical speed. And, I'm not mad about that, but it does feel a little bit more impulsively added rather than this is planned way ahead. Like, let's look and see what the community thinks of this. For example, last year, the Spring to Life game drop, it had the new mob variants. Tiny Takeover just feels like Spring to Life Part 2, in my opinion, and that's not a bad thing. I actually think the Spring to Life drop was actually kind of better, in my humble opinion. And the only reason I say that is because all the plant life that they added, oh my goodness, firefly bushes, fallen tree logs, amazing things. And I'm not trying to negate the work that Mojang has done. They've done over 100 mob textures and models for this game drop. So I respect heavily what they've done. I'm just looking at it from a perspective of, it looks like they're iterating off of things in the past that they just did because it worked. Spring to Life was good because it added a little bit of variety to your everyday Minecraft, and I think most people will not complain about that. There are, of course, edge cases where they're saying you're not adding anything new. But those same people are also going to complain that they added this sulfur cube, and it does, it's a block for minigame builders. And I can respect that to a degree, but I find that there's a lot of people who have no desire to actually be happy. And that makes me sad. That really does make me sad. Can I loop this? Is that a thing I can do? It used to be you could loop it. I'm not seeing a loop button. I'm not gonna like leave this up for long. Did that paste? Yeah, it did. Okay. This is everything that was added in the, there it is, loop. This is everything that was added in the game drop, or will be added in the game drop rather. And everything that they announced. I think Minecraft World is a cool thing. I might seriously have to consider now figuring out a way to up out over there and bring some friends. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of cool things coming to Minecraft. I still heavily believe in it. You know, I'm curious to see how people will use the sulfur cube. I'm really excited for the sulfur blocks and the cinnabar block. You know, this game drop right here is really, really cool. Just block type speaking. Sulfur cube mob, I could see there being some cool things for it, but I want to know what use it could serve in a single player aspect, and I want to think about that a little bit more. These party systems, really cool for Bedrock players, and I'm jealous that they're getting so much attention on that front, and Java didn't get anything. I'm really, really jealous of that. And I understand, you know, it's just a whole different architecture there, and people would be upset if we got part of it, but not all of it. You know, I recognize full well we will not ever get the minigame treatment, for example. You know, Mojang just would not be able to do that. But we could at least get the party system, so you could invite a player to join your world, or you could bring them to other servers with relative ease. You know, we have Minecraft mods that do that. What is it? Essential adds the feature that you can just invite a friend to play with you on your local world. I think that should be a default feature in vanilla Minecraft. I really do. And I'm sad that we don't have that yet. I think I think Minecraft Dungeons 2 is exciting. I know they have been working on that for a long time because it got leaked a long time ago. Tiny Takeover, I'm excited for that to an extent. I'm just ready for it to come out, honestly. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else important to say here. I'm hesitant to speculate a ton, in all honesty. You know, with Tiny Takeover, for example, I thought there was going to be a little bit more there. But, you know, it kind of wrapped up a little bit sooner than I thought it would. I think there will probably still be more in Chaos Cubed, but it'll probably remain smaller because they are doing technical changes. You know, that's just the way it is until Java catches up technologically speaking. We'll just have to wait and see. Tessington isn't too far from me. Come visit me if you do, bet. Replace the end crystal with baby dragons that enhance the main one. You gotta kill all the baby ones before the main one. Dragon fight is too easy. They need to make it harder. I don't know about harder. I do think they need to update it, though. It is very... I don't want to say basic. It's repetitive. That's the problem I have with... with the end fight. You know, you've got 8 pillars, and the dragon does the same cycle. The problem that they have with it is if they touch it, then the speedrunners will complain. and they are pushing heavily that speedrunners are a welcome part of the community, which they are. I don't mind that, but they need to not be scared of speedrunners either, in my opinion. You know, I think I think Minecraft is beautiful for its simplicity, and it should always be as simplistic as it is. But simplicity shouldn't be conflated with repetitivity, I guess. I don't know if that's a word. You know, I've gotten a lot of flack for this because I'm not allowed to have opinions that differ from other people. But I've said this multiple times about Hytale. I like the idea of it, but I think what Minecraft does well is the simplistic aspect, and Minecraft should not try to do what Hytale did. Hytale is more in-depth, and it has more crafting tables that you have to use. It's more materials, and it's, you know, it's more complex. And, you know, I can respect it to a degree, but people keep comparing Minecraft and Hytale to each other, and they're not the same game. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't want them to be the same game. But I've heard a lot of people saying Minecraft should be more complex, and I don't think that's the answer. Minecraft should lean into what it does well. So I don't know what a good dragon fight would look like. I don't think making it a longer fight is a good idea. But I don't know what I would do in order to make it more enjoyable. You know, you could add an extra attack that the dragon does of some sort. You know, it already breathes fire, it shoots a fireball, and it dives down at you. What else could it do is the question, I suppose. And what could it do that's fair? Because, you know, when you fight the dragon the first time, when it launches you off the main island, you're kind of screwed. Unless you just have extra ender pearls, which are kind of hard to come by, you just end up in the void. So an attack that launches players isn't necessarily fair to launch them in even a more different way. What if it picked you up and carried you up into the sky? And it's like, that could work, but that's just another variation of the launch attack. You know, I don't know what I would actually do unless it was just a straight up overhaul of the dragon. And I'm not necessarily a fan of that. That's not an update. That's I mean, that almost extends beyond the realm of what most Minecraft updates do. Now, some people would argue that's a good thing, and I'm not going to argue against that or for that. Because at the end of the day, I'm still just happy to get Minecraft updates for free. You know, I've been playing Minecraft for 14 years, and I still get to say I bought it once, and I get a ton of free updates. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? So anything Mojang does and adds, I'm not necessarily going to complain about it, unless I feel like it's just genuinely bad. I've not seen any genuinely bad thing added to Minecraft outside of, like, the player reporting system that kind of came out, although that was blown out of proportion by the community. You know, Minecraft Legends wasn't my cup of tea, but the people that played it, they said it was okay. It needed more love and care that they didn't provide to it. And I would say that was a bad move from them. Not willing to support the game a little longer. But I think there is yet to be a bad feature that Mojang has announced that has ruined the game. Everybody that tells you there is a genuinely bad feature usually can't come up with a good argument for it being bad. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'd be happy to accept that I'm wrong if somebody could provide me proof of that. But Tiny Takeover, like, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I can't find an argument to say this is genuinely worse than before. Could I say that they could have added more useful things? Sure. But that's a preference problem, not so much a objectively good versus bad feature. Happy ghasts are bad? What do you mean happy ghasts are bad? We can transport villagers a whole lot easier. They're great for building. I mean, you know, I know Skyblock is a game mode. It's not considered default Minecraft, but I mean, that's a prime example right there of ways you can use a happy ghast and use it well. You know, I know it's not everybody's thing, but it didn't ruin anything in Minecraft. It actually made everything better. Dude, 9 miles away, close, lucky you, year past. I used to when I was younger, as the main theme park was only 5 miles away. That is insane. F the speedrunners, they're not playing for the game, just for brownie points, for finding bugs and being fast. They will find another game to speedrun. I think that's a bad mentality to have. Speedrunning is a huge portion of the game. I like him or not, Dream is one of the largest creators in the space. People watch him because he's fast. People watch him because he speedruns the game. The mid-offs was something that they had at the beginning of the game, the stream, the show. That is a event all about speedrunning the game. Saying that they should just go speedrun a different game, while I can appreciate the sentiment, that kills an entire side of the community that is very, 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 very large. It doesn't mean Minecraft should cater everything to them, but you should be careful of it. You know, when it's one of your top 3 communities, it would be like saying we shouldn't do anything with redstone, because Minecraft is about mining, crafting, and building, but redstone is a very big community. We should throw them a bone every once in a while, and I think this sulfur cube actually does that to a certain degree. We could do so much with puzzles, and I'm sure somebody's going to find a way to do cool farms with it. But, speedrunning is part of normal gameplay, too. I mean, it's using normal Minecraft gameplay to play the game fast. That's all speedrunning is. Bed exploding in the end, that is normal gameplay. That is an intended feature. That's the heart of a lot of speedruns, is killing the dragon as fast as you can. So getting beds, really abusing glitches. That's the only way they get down to the 6 minutes. But there's plenty of people who speedrun it glitchless. Now, the what do you call it? Like, there are some mechanics that can be exploited, like standing in specific spots to get the dragon to perch faster, but that's strategy. Like, I can agree that we shouldn't necessarily quit, or we shouldn't necessarily be afraid to touch features because it will anger a specific part of the community, but I think you shouldn't say F off, go play a different game. That's a terrible mentality for marketing reasons. I mean, if you go online right now onto Twitch, the amount of people speedrunning the game is crazy. There's a lot of people who don't play Minecraft, but they watch Minecraft. And a lot of that is also speedrunners. They may not necessarily play Minecraft, but what about the odds of them recommending Minecraft to somebody? Like, they know a guy who loves speedrunning games. They're like, have you ever speedrun Minecraft? I watched this guy on YouTube do it. It looks like a cool thing. You know, it's a marketing tool, and to throw that away would not be a good idea. Happy gas bad. You can make bombs with happy gas. Big dog, the best. Mid-offs are cool. I never actually have watched the mid-offs, but I can appreciate what they are. I'm not huge into speedrunning. I just think it wouldn't be wise of Minecraft to drop it as the free advertising that it is, you know. Redstone is part of normal gameplay. Speedruns aren't normal gameplay. I mean, normal as in exploring, building, collecting achievements, etc., not just a race to the end and turn it off. I mean, that's the progression of the game, though. That's the thing. You know, I think there's nothing wrong with people playing that way. Minecraft is what you make it. You play it how you want to play it. I think we've had this argument in the community before with 1.8 versus 1.9 combat, spam clicking versus timed clicking. It took years and years and years and years before people finally started updating the game because they were missing out on all the new features. But people were angry that they changed a core gameplay mechanic. This wasn't even just in the PvP space, but this was, I mean, it was largely the PvP space, but, you know, speedrunners, I even have a slight preference there, where some people don't speedrun post 1.16 because the Nether update changed a lot of the meta. You know, I think saying speedrunners aren't playing the game as intended is not short-sighted. It's just a closed-off perspective, is all. You know, I recognize I play the game totally differently than the rest of you all, probably. You know, I build big things, and then I occasionally build a farm, but most of the time I'm just building. That's all I do. I don't really get into the technical side, even though I say I want to. I have sped run the game before, but I don't do that. I don't particularly enjoy playing large servers. You know, I find fulfillment in a different space in Minecraft in its entirety. So, you know, the features that I particularly enjoy, like right now, I'm excited for the Sulfur Cube, but I don't know if I'm necessarily like, it's not a feature for me. Like, let's just be honest. It's a multiplayer focused feature. It's why Mounts of Mayhem isn't a particularly exciting game drop for me. You know, as much as I'm really excited for the zombie horse, I hate the spear. It's a PvP weapon. I can't use the spear in my gameplay. The Nautilus really isn't all that helpful when it comes to building. I feel like it's a cool idea, but in my opinion, just build a conduit. Like, maybe that's a bad take. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything in Mounts of Mayhem that is just outright something that I could use in single player, besides just collecting mob. I mean, they added netherite horse armor. I guess that's something, but I don't really. I mean, I use a horse, but I don't need horse armor. You know, it's things like that. Not every update's for me, and I think that's a take that is maybe over nuanced. I don't know, but I think it's a take a lot of people should adapt. You know, not everything is for you. That doesn't necessarily mean everything is against you, though, either. a lot of times things are just neutral. Baby mob visuals, for example, the thing that was just in front of us, as much as I don't really care, it is kind of directed at people like me who tell some amount of story with their builds. For example, my cow stalls in the Forever World, I could actually put baby cows next to the cows in the milking stalls, for example. Just to have a couple of extra pieces of lore there. And, I think the Copper Age update, I really could care less that they have copper tools and armor. I'll be 100% honest. By the time you find enough copper for all your tools and armor, you're already mining enough iron usually. They gave us more use for copper, but honestly, I would have preferred to have seen them just make copper blocks less expensive. It is a pain in the butt to build with copper because of how expensive it is. I think the blocks that they added that were wonderful. That update was for me in the sense that it added the shelf block. It added a whole bunch of new copper blocks that I do like the copper, the lantern, the copper torch, the copper chains, the copper bars, those things. Those were all great. I loved those. Then you have things like the copper golem. I like the idea of the copper golem, but I haven't quite decided, how I'm going to utilize the copper golem. And that's okay. That's okay. Maybe that feature wasn't for me. Even though I'm just excited to see Mojang add things that they promised from long ago into the game now. Everything that's added to Bedrock exclusively isn't for me. That's for Bedrock players. And yeah, I'm upset that Java doesn't get that treatment sometimes, but I'm at least excited for the Bedrock players who do get it. I truly just love Minecraft, and I love seeing it succeed. And I recognize that I am a 21 and a half year old man who bought the game once. I bought the game multiple times over different platforms, but Minecraft is not going to get any more money out of me, game-wise speaking. Every spin-off game they make, I might buy. There's a chance of that. But am I going to realistically ever buy Minecraft Java Edition again? No. Any update they add to Java is completely free for me at this point. I have paid less than $2 per update that I've got. Which is crazy. So I'm no longer the people that they're trying to appeal to get back into the game. I'm not somebody that's likely to buy Minecraft merchandise. That's not because I don't like it. I mean, for example, I have Minecraft Steve back there. And I would totally buy Minecraft shirts and stuff, but I am not very likely to do that. Now, if Minecraft keeps doing what they're doing and I keep enjoying it, there's a good chance that later down the road I start playing Minecraft with my kids. And, that's a whole opportunity for them to make a ton of money off of me and my family because we're going to buy it on the consoles so we can play it together. We're going to probably invest in a family server of some sort, probably some sort of Realm, truthfully, or I'll just run it on my own local hardware because I'm cheap like that. But, everybody's getting a Minecraft account, and, it's all a different kind of marketing style. Minecraft is trying to be a wide base appeal because it's a creativity-based game. And that means sometimes they miss the mark for us, but they hit the mark for a lot of other people. I've never outright been able to say any feature is bad for any sort of play style, you know. The vast majority of things are avoidable. You know, if they change something that's unavoidable, that's where the worry really sets in. Going back to like an end update, they have to do that right because the end is considered an unavoidable part of the progression. And so, what would that look like if they change it? Would it make it better or worse? And there's a lot of differing opinions on what the end update should look like. There's a lot of differing opinions on what the end is supposed to be. And I think I have to keep myself in check a lot of times. You know, as much as I think the end is supposed to be a barren void, you know, it's supposed to feel that the way it is. You know, I also understand other people's perspective, and I think the end needs to not look like all the other, it needs to not look like all the other biomes we have in Minecraft. It needs to be unique. And, Minecraft, you know, lately has kind of proven that that's not something they're interested in doing necessarily. Even the sulfur caves here are dripstone cave variants, essentially. I don't want another update but in the end. And I'm going to be a minority in that, but people are begging for it. They're like, we want 3 new biomes. And I'm like, we? Who is we? I don't want 3 new biomes that has a purple wood, a black wood, and some new end stone type. I don't want that. I want something in there, but I don't want it to be so massive that it makes the end feel like it is this atmosphere that people live in and that it's full of life. You know, that's not what the end is. The Nether update was one of those things. It did it very well because the end was, it's still very hostile, or the Nether is still very hostile. You know, things still want to kill you every biome you enter. The Basalt Delta is full of lava and magma cubes. The Soul Sand Valley has a ton of ghasts and skeletons, and the blue fire really adds an element of beautiful danger. The Crimson Forest has piglins and hoglins, and it is very deadly, even while still adding a new wood type. And then the Warped Wood forest, the Enderman in there, it took a niche feature like Enderman being in the Nether in the first place, and it also made it easier to get pearls so that you had a natural progression to the end. But also, it's still dangerous in there even. Like, the amount of piglins I see in there, there's a lot. The end right now is very neutral. So you got to be careful about how you go about adding things to it. Adding a whole bunch of hostile mobs to the end isn't going to work, in my opinion. The shulkers, you know, they are the only hostile mob. They're outside of the Ender Dragon. I will concede the Ender Dragon is hostile, but Endermen they're neutral. Unless you attack them or look at them, they will not hurt you. But I don't know how you could make a dimension very interesting if you update it in a way that everything is neutral. Unless it's that there is some amount of necessity to breaking that neutrality and actually causing them to be hostile to you. And I don't know if anybody could actually reliably do that. That's where I'm at with it, in truth. The amount of games we could add to the gaming district would be wild. For real, dude. For real. Orange Panda, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Finished my reaction stream. Nice. What did you think? I think Sulfur and Cinnabar has a lot more potential than what it has now. I'm hoping they announce more stuff for it later. I think they should add new fire types. Sulfur is well known in real life to be an interesting an interesting mineral that burns. So, some of that just has to do with the fact that it's stinky and not really good to breathe in. But I think they could add some interesting burn properties to it, possibly. I don't know what that would look like yet, though. I think they should add all the different fire colors. I was a huge proponent of copper burning with a green color. They never brought that in, even though it was in the lanterns and the torches, but I really thought they should have brought an actual fire type for it as well. So seeing Sulfur and Cinnabar possibly doing that, I could see that possibly having some amount of property there, which would be good. But we'll have to wait and see. I think if they do the end update, they're going to have to make the changes to some degree avoidable. However, there is so much they can do. Oh, absolutely. I think an end update that just even focuses on adding biomes to the outer islands would be fine, but those biomes need to not be more of the same. And I don't know what the answer would be to that. Maybe they do something with the end flashes, so when an end flash happens, those biomes do something unique. That could be interesting. Maybe it makes the end still sort of neutral in a way. When the end flash isn't happening, you're fine. But when it does happen, you need to get out of that biome quickly. Otherwise, it does a ton of damage or something. I don't know. That's just me spitballing because I need to say something about that. But I 100% agree with you. It does need to be avoidable. There's still a lot they can do. And honestly, any change they add, unless it just affects the main island to a heavy extent, then it is honestly avoidable to a certain degree. You can go the entire game, beginning to end, without getting an Elytra, without going to the end city. We're past the point in Minecraft where they're really feel allowed to touch the gameplay loop. Because anything you touch that touches the gameplay loop affects how people will play. If you play in PvP, you have no choice but to learn how to mace and how to spear. And if you're on a PvP-based server, that turns off a lot of people having to learn all these different tacks. It's just not fun, For a lot of people, they end up banning maces, they end up banning spears, they find, they just end up saying this isn't what we're wanting our server to be about, and that's okay. You end up deciding what you actually want, but those are avoidable features unless you're playing on a server that doesn't have those rules, in which case you have to participate in the mace, you have to participate in the spear. And I think that does hurt those servers to some degree. I'm full on a Baron Void supporter, and end up they will affect speedrunners. They'll have to come up with new ways. That could be fun too. I think yes and no. Like Panda said, if they unless they change the dragon fight, it won't affect anything unless you're speedrunning to a certain point beyond the dragon. I can see the benefit of a dragon update, but I think they're better off almost just bringing a new dragon type into the game. Back a long time ago, in fact, I'll just pull it up. Where's it? Red Dragon. A long, long time ago, the Red Dragon was this feature that Notch had mentioned. And here. So skeleton archers riding giant jumping spiders that are powered. Just wait until I add dragons. During Minecraft 2010, he mentioned dragons once again. Dragons, polar bears in winter. Sea update will include coral, fish, goblin villagers. May not just be goblins, and will hate, not care, or like you. You can influence how much they like you. Unique items and village chests. In 2011, he announced on Twitter that after the addition of the Ender Dragon, he's planning on adding slightly less dangerous red dragons, which would be able to land and wouldn't destroy terrain. And so this is what he said here. After release, I will totally work on a slightly less dangerous dragons that don't destroy terrain and can land and whatnot. They will be red. Now, all right, that's Notch. I understand people are like, Notch isn't working on the game anymore. Again, he also said something here about different dragons. Jeb was asked about the red dragons in 2012. Well, since Notch more or less promised red dragons, I think I need to add them. I'm just not sure how yet. 2013, a year after that, Nathan Adams, Dinnerbone, says, it was never promised. We have no plans to add a red dragon at this time. I'm sure one day there will be, not right now, though. That was 13 years ago. 2022, King B Dogs, Brandon Pierce, joked about the red dragon by pointing out the Ender Dragon looks red when being damaged. And in February 2026, Jeb was asked about when the last time anyone at Mojang seriously discussed the red dragon. And he says, yes, we still talk about it from time to time, but usually in the context of the old days when we tweeted a lot. So, yes, it's still possible. I think they should consider possibly adding a red dragon that you fight, and it has this upgraded boss mechanic that people are interested in. You know, Minecraft is lacking in the boss department. I will be 100% honest on that. The Wither is kind of easy. The Warden isn't really a boss. It's not meant to be fought. The Ender Dragon is, again, easy. There's not very much strategy required in these fights. There's not much variety in these fights. Ocean Monuments, the mini-boss inside of them is pretty easy. So what about a red dragon that you have to fight that allows you to get your own red dragon? That's an interesting idea, and I think I think the fact that Mojang is still kind of talking about it, even as a joke, or back when they used to tweet a lot and kind of referencing it, that you know, I there's an element of truth to jokes. There's a reason we find them funny, and there's a reason that people still bring up those old times. They're nostalgic for it. And they're going, what if we did this? Everybody's probably got a hint of, what if we did actually add the red dragon? What would that look like? And the truth of the matter is right now they can't. There's just no feasible way that they could bring the red dragon into gameplay and it not absolutely break things. But they could eventually build up to that point, and a red dragon could be possible. I think there's I don't see how you could touch the main dragon fight any more than it already has been. For those of you who don't know, we're actually not on the original End Dragon fight. The original End Dragon fight didn't have the cages around the towers. And there used to be a lot more towers. They actually stole this all from Console Edition, where they put the iron cages around 2 of the towers and they limited it to a circle. It used to be you had to go and spread out across this main island. There'd be random towers dotted around. It wasn't necessarily a circle. There was a lot of weird things about it. It is a lot better than it used to be. That doesn't excuse how it is now, but I will just note they have updated the dragon in the past. It didn't used to shoot a lingering breath effect. And those aren't new by any means at this point. You know, 1.9 was a long, long time ago. But I don't foresee them being able to touch it anymore besides just adding a straight-up new boss of some type, and that's what people fight. And there needs to be some reason to fight it. And I think making a really hard boss that requires more strategy in order to get this essentially infinite flying creature that maybe it shoots fireballs or something, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that it could do. There's got to be a gameplay balance to it. It needs to be not super, super easy to farm because, Mojang is trying to play sustainably so that when you play with your friends, it's not a pain in the butt to go do structures. For example, Woodland Mansion is a one and done. Trial chambers are kind of meant to fix that, where it's like, you go in here, your friend can still come in 2 weeks later and play it. So it needs to be similar to that, where you can still fight this boss and summon this dragon, but it's got to have some sort of a cost to it. So maybe you take the Ender Dragon egg and you have to go hatch it, and then you fight this dragon, or it summons a creature that you have to fight, and then it hatches the egg because of some energy release, and then you have your own pet little dragon, you know, just to add to the progression of things. I don't know what the honest I don't know what an answer is to all these problems, and I try to, when I bring up a problem, I try to have an answer ready, because bringing up a problem with no solution is just asking for more problems stacked on top of your problems. Any situation you enter, if you're gonna tell somebody that they're doing something wrong, or that they're that they could be doing something better, you should probably be ready to tell them what you think they could do better, or how they could do it better, or how you think they could do it right. And I find that a lot more often than not. This isn't the case in your guys' case, but you know, on Twitter you scroll through there and it's everybody's just complaining about stuff, and they would never be happy. They have an invisible metric that they say, when you meet it, I will be happy with what you've made, but they will never be happy with Minecraft. And that's just the sad truth. Is Minecraft could do anything and everything right, and people would still complain. And that sucks. It really does suck. There's the hard truth that a lot of people don't want to enjoy Minecraft anymore. They enjoy the idea of Minecraft, but they don't enjoy the gameplay of it. I've gone through this with some of my friends multiple times. This is in no way a slight to them, but modded will never make you enjoy Minecraft. You know, a lot of people I've talked to, they're like, I want to do a forever world, I want to do this, I want to do that. They get bored of vanilla Minecraft very quickly, though. You know, they want to progress, so they get to the point where they get netherite armor, they build their starter house. We fight the dragon, maybe. We play for a week, and then they're done. You know? What would give Minecraft a longevity there that goes beyond just building? Because at the end of the day, unless you're just really into building or really into pushing the boundaries of technological Minecraft, you will never have a long-term survival world. So could they add more structures that have more collectibles? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't know how to address that issue because I've never been in that boat. But I know there's a lot of people out there who, quite honestly, they want Minecraft to just be a different game, and there's nothing wrong with that. The truth of the matter is they probably just need to go play the other games that they want Minecraft to be, though. Because Minecraft will never be perfect in everybody's eyes. You know, in my opinion, like what would make Minecraft perfect if it were under my leadership. That is a genuine thing I'm wanting to do at some point. I want to make a YouTube series about what I would turn Minecraft into if I were the owner of it. And I have a lot of really cool ideas. Also, we're gonna wrap up stream, guys, because ads are about to start. But I appreciate you guys, genuinely. I will say, there will be some new videos coming out today, hopefully. You guys are more than welcome to watch those if you want. They'll just be kind of recaps of what we went over today, probably. So feel free to watch those if you want. If you don't want to watch them, that's a-okay too. Let's go say hi to this guy, yeah. Game time with Eric. He's a cool dude. He's playing, are you doing Sunday stream? I still plan to do the Sunday stream, yes. So I should be here tomorrow. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for listening to me just rant. You know, I realize I probably went on a little long. I mean, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. So it's been a lot of fun, though. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Hop on the raid to get some free channel points. Bye-bye, everybody.
you